Welcome to Smart ADHD Bitesize, where we distill a previous episode down to around 5 minutes, giving you the essentials in a quick and digestible format. Today's Bitesize is from episode 23, Getting Assessed for ADHD, What You Need to Know, featuring my guest Phil Anderton, the founder of ADHD 360. Number 1, understanding your diagnosis journey. When considering an ADHD diagnosis, it's essential to recognise the differences in access and support across different countries. Phil notes that while the UK has made progress with access, other regions face unique challenges.
We have inappropriate waiting lists in the UK. We have actually broken down some barriers, and access to services is completely different and freer and more available than in other nations.
In the US, for example, access varies by state and services depend on individual coverage options. Australia is also working to improve access, but support remains limited in some areas.
The Middle East, very little access to services there. So there are global differences, but it does all boil down to a common set of denominators. And that common set is about we have to have access. To have access, we have to have awareness. And once we've got access, we then have to have availability of suitable treatment for people. And that's common across the globe.
Number 2, preparing for your initial assessment. Meeting with your clinician can be daunting, so preparation is essential. Phil suggests going in with tools like the standard adult self-reporting screening tool.
The standard adult self-reporting screening tool, the ASRS screening tool, approved by the World Health Association, has 18 questions. And if the patient downloads that and answers the 18 questions, and it's very easy to work out what a positive screen is, take that to the GP and you're educating the GP. I believe I have ADHD because here's my life story, but also here's a screening tool that I've taken that would say that this is a positive screen and I warrant an assessment.
This preparation helps you feel confident and gives the clinician valuable context. Phil also encourages researching providers to ensure they meet your needs.
We probably spend more time choosing our holiday destination than we do assessing our own requirements for our healthcare. And that's something that's within our gifting. We've got to change our mindset.
Number 3, what to expect in the assessment. The assessment process can feel a bit intense as it tends to focus on impairments, but ultimately, I think it's a validating experience. Obviously, everyone will have a different experience here. Phil explains the emotional journey of an ADHD assessment.
As you get towards the end of that process, which can feel a little bit invasive and emotionally negative, as you get towards the stage of then understanding the diagnostic process and having affirmation, if appropriate, you have got ADHD, that validates your struggles that you've had in life that have got you to that point of being with that clinician. And all of a sudden, at that moment, there's generally a huge sense of relief that I now understand why my life has been so difficult and been so tough.
Many people, myself included, experience a sense of relief, especially when they finally feel understood.
For many, that's the first time someone's actually listened to them properly and understood their struggles and challenges. And to have that validation that you are not a crackpot, you are actually a human being with got something that can be helped.
I think this affirmation really helps patients understand why they've faced certain challenges throughout their life and provides a starting point for positive change. Number 4, choosing a reliable provider. When selecting an ADHD provider, it's important to find one that will support you through the entire process, from diagnosis to ongoing care. Phil recommends choosing a clinic that provides a comprehensive support system. Phil also reminds us to give this decision the time it deserves.
Look after yourself right from the get-go and have a clinic that can wrap itself around you.
ADHD 360, for example, focuses on building long-term relationships with patients to guide them through the entire process. So just check with your provider that it does what you want it to do.
So you sit down and work out what you want and then look for someone that can supply the services that you want. And that's a huge piece of choice that will be better if you've done that homework.
That's the end of this bite-sized episode. We'll see you in the next one.